Systems on me. Three screen. Easy Stevens. Clear for launch. Hands tied, lights flash, red to green. Every breath is gasoline. Code and chaos, pixels and pain. One mistake and you're out of the game. Screens glow bright, heat in my face. Digital track, physical race. Robin's voice cutting through the crowd. Send it, baby, we're running proud. No reset, no second chance. Heartbeat syncs with the engines, dancing the noise. I find my calm, adrenaline's my song. Full send nation, burn the line. Every lap we redefine. No fear, no hesitation. Stevens Motorsport domination. Full send nation, rise again. Full send nation, rise again. 40 cars deep, daylight fades. We ride the storm that the engine made. No walls hold when the dream's in gear. You don't drive fast, you disappear. Set up sheet tape to the dash. Tuned by code and a flash of cash. Sweat drips down, white knuckles burn. This ain't practice, it's my turn. Grip the wheel, feel the grind. Chasing ghosts through the online mind. Every lap a brand new war. I ain't lifting anymore. Full send nation, red line ride. Fuel on fire, hearts collide. Triple screen thunder breaking the chain. We don't quit, we live insane. In gears we trust. In rubber we pray. For every wreck, another day. You better hold that line, AJ. Full send, full send. Full send, full send. Full send nation, flag held high. Daytona dreams will never die. Stevens Motorsports built to win. Light that fuse and send it again. Full send nation, crank that sound. Engine scream, the world spins round. From the grid to the finish flame, we own the night. Remember the name. Yeah. Stevens Motorsports. Full send forever. Engines live, telemetry synced. Stevens Motorsports, lock it in. Fuel in my veins, fire in my chest. Every heartbeat's louder than the rest. The rig's alive, the lights go green. This is more than a race, it's a dream machine.
Good evening, everybody. We are back for round 15 of the NASCAR Throwback Series here from Watkins, Glen tonight. These guys got 50 laps on the table. We're just rolling through into qualifying right now. They do have 2 sets of tires on the wall, 1 set on the car. So they got 3 sets of tires for today. 76 degrees in the air, makes it 103 on the track with a nice, lovely, balmy 31 humidity. Key things of note for tonight's race, there is no regular caution. We will have a comp caution at lap 28. Fuel run is about 22 to 24, depending on how you're driving it. So that's going to make a difference on a lot of things. We'll try to cover as many of these guys as we can, being that it's the road course. It kind of gives us that freedom to be able to do so. As we're watching Kevin Savoy fly around here, we'll actually do this, and then you guys can see who you're looking at. It is local cautions only tonight, Diggs, except for that competition caution. I'm gonna get some info on the points pulled up really quick while I'm sitting here, because we have the situation of we're gonna roll into the chase after this. So I'll just pop this over on the screen a little bit so you can see what's going on. We've got Andrew Phipps. Oh, good Lord. I love Windows. Andrew Phipps sits on top of the board right now. Jesse Bedell follows, but the cutoff line is the top 12. So Dustin Haynes just sitting inside of it right now. And points will reset after this for the top 12. And at that point, they will get bonus points based on wins. Phipps having 6, he is going to come into this with the points lead by a decent little margin. But overall, should be a good little fight for the top 12, as I think most everybody in the top 12 is here. Oh no, the session got bungled up. They'll only be able to get 1 qualifying lap in. So we'll see how many people get laps in here, because it does take about a minute 12 to get around. So things happen. We all make mistakes. So far, I'm not surprised. Kevin Savoy on the top of the board. I gotta find this, because that'll make things look a little bit cleaner. Jeff Plus on the screen. That's the one thing that I wish that this 2025 overlay had, was a countdown timer. We just don't have it. So, how are we doing, Michelle? What else we got in here? We got Dan Shaver. I've seen him. I've seen the Gominator somewhere as well. Oh, Phipps bumps Savoy off with a 1:10.9. Interesting. Oh, we got the wife in here as well. Diggs has got the Clash on. I just can't get into that event. It just, I don't know. Just not for me. Thank you, Diggs. Appreciate it. We do have, I've already talked to the guest of honor for the 2nd episode. We're hoping to get that recorded sometime next week, so that way we can have it up. I'm gonna try and make it to where it comes up every other Sunday if we can. So I've got to figure out guest number 3. So maybe we'll see if we can't get the Great Cornholio for an episode. Man, we gotta be just about out of time here. Yeah, Diggs, it's kind of weird. You know, it's funny. So in iRacing, we got the updates to the car for the short track package, as well as the engine updates, and everybody's saying that they don't even feel a difference. I mean, there's a slight difference in tire wear, but nothing super crazy. So, all right, well, we're through qualifying. We'll get the grid up on the screen. This will be a shortened pace lap. Andrew Phipps going to put it on the pole with a 1:10.9. Kevin Savoy going to start to his outside. Jesse Bedell is third. Diesel Weasel fourth. Jacob Bowen fifth. Aiden Haller is sixth. Jeff Pless starts seventh. Gabe Griffin starts eighth. Gary Freeman is ninth. Carter Nelson 10th. Anthony Crownover is 11th. Eric Cap is going to start 12th. And then we've got Dustin Haynes starting 13th. Josh Brock starts 14th. So that is your starting lineup for tonight's race. We'll get this off screen. We'll get the back on screen. We'll get our track map on screen. If it wants, of course, it's going to play that game. Oh, lovely. It locked up. I love when this overlay locks up. It's so much fun, guys. All right, there we go. See if we can't get as much as possible. Now, turn one is going to be absolutely insane. Just being the fact that we're going to be cold tires. There's some inexperienced guys. It could get very interesting going down into turn one. So alrighty. So the pace car should duck off here in just a second. And then it's going to be interesting. My money would usually be on Mr. Savoy in the Dogecoin car. I know he didn't get any practice in, so he's going to be learning on the fly, but Kevin is a road racer in his free time, so be on the lookout for that as we get ready to go green flag racing here. We're off. It kind of makes me wonder what the plan is going to be, because you're going to go 28 laps before you get that comp caution. Everybody making it through turn one nice and cleanly. Do you drive it hard enough? Do you have to take tires, or do you say screw it, take fuel only, go the extra few laps, and then take tires on the next stop? As Kevin Savoy leads down into the bus stop. Oh, we got a few guys getting a little wild back there. Jesse Bedell goes off track. He's going to start to make it up on the inside. He goes around Diesel. 3 wide coming out of the carousel. Old Diesel Weasel, he's going to give her hell. He's going to send her up the inside. I got Carter Nelson around in the back. Now, these guys are allowed to go way off the track now with the new NASCAR regulations here, so it makes it a lot more interesting. What happened to Crownover? He's around. Take a peek at him really quick. See what happened. I don't know if they just make... Oh, Gary just gets tight. Crownover does a great job locking it down, keeping it up out of the way. Aiden trying to get something going here. Kevin Savoy out in front. Phipps not far behind him. He's not really letting him go. Whoa, as we saw Jesse Bedell sideways out of the carousel. He gets it straight, though. He's going to see if he can't run these guys down. And everybody kind of single filed out. Ooh, Diesel getting a little loose there. Diesel was really looking forward to this race. Let's go off the nose of his car for a lap, shall we? You can kind of see what it takes to get around here. And you really got to take care of the tires. Because if you're not taking care of the tires, it's just, you're going to cook them off and you're not in for a fun day. I can say that for sure. You can hear he's kind of lugging it like crazy trying to get it around here. Because he's got Bowen breathing all over the backside of him. Go back to your leaders here. Phipps is not letting Savoy get too far out in front. About 0.9 there. Kevin leads through lap number 4. Let's see what else we got. Diesel trying to get back around Bonnell. He said he felt like he had a chance to make it up front. Oh, as Bowen gets really wild on the wheel. We've got Carter Nelson crashed again. Let's see what happened here. He just loops it in the carousel, noses it in. We've got another one out of Anthony Crownover. This one heading down into turn number 1. Oh, got it just over, sent around it goes. He gets that back going. Taking a look at Aiden. He's trying to run the pack cars down in front of him. He's got Bonnell, Diesel, and Bowen in front. So we'll see if he can run any of these guys down. Jeff Bless sits back here in 7th. I know he was working on it the other night. Me and Josh Brock were trying to give him a few tips to get around here a little bit better. So hopefully he can hang on, start passing these guys a little late in the run, put on a good late race charge. Then we got the Silent Assassin, Eric Capps, sitting 8th. He's just out for a Sunday drive. Cool as a cucumber. Gary Freeman. Gary sitting in 9th. Josh Brock. Oh, what happened to Gabe? My God, that car looks like a hot mess. I'm looking to see if I can find out where that happened. I don't have him wrecking anywhere. So that's fascinating. Gabe, you're supposed to have a front end there. But right now out in front, it's all Kevin Savoy, 1.2 over this guy, Andrew Phipps. Looks like Bonnell has gapped Bowen and Diesel just a little bit, but he sits about 6.6 back right now, and you got to wonder if those couple of off tracks caused him to maybe have some issues with the tires here. Let's see what else we got. Aiden just coming up through the S's. He sits about 3.5 back to Diesel. Not catching currently, though. We'll go back to, I think, yeah, Gabe's nose missing. Seems to have dropped him off quite a bit here. So it's going to take a lot of speed away. So it looks like Gary's going to have his hands full with Josh Brock. And Gary saves it. Ooh, man, this is not dirt, Gary. Josh Brock all over the backside of Gary Freeman right now. Looks like Jeff is starting to catch Aiden. So hopefully some of that practice pays off for Jeff today as he starts to go to work on the 99 of Aiden Haller. What have we got? Savoy out front by 1.3. I got a feeling we're going to go off the roll bar of this car. You can hear Kevin being very easy to it, not trying to hurt the tires as much as possible. Well, Diggs, they're allowed to flirt with that guardrail now. You know, it used to be we had the sports car track limits. Now we've got the NASCAR limits, which makes a whole lot of difference as to how far you could drive it off. You see Savoy, he kind of just uses that apron to kind of slow the car and not have to use all that run out. That might be the play there. I don't know, but you can tell Kevin not really pushing it hard. We've got Jesse Bennell crashed somewhere here. Take a look at this. Oh, he hit the apron and around she went. He just barely noses it in. Go check Jesse really quick. No damage to the front end of that car, but you can bet those tires, they're hot. Jeff Pless and Aiden Haller getting around him. Jeff Pless is caught and passed Aiden Haller. And he says, I'm going to check out. I'm going to get away from this kid. Smart move. Looks like Carter Nelson. Slow rolling. Aiden going to go around Jeff Pless there. We'll see for how long, though. I think Jeff is being a little more methodical with his lines. Aiden being a little bit more wild, as we tend to see him do. Back down the front stretch we go. Battle for the lead, slowly heating up here. About 0.8 back to Phipps. You know, it's kind of, wow, they get really airborne there, which is kind of cool. I kind of wish I had some of the old cameras for this place, because it definitely made it a lot more interesting in certain spots as we watch this battle unfold up front. Woo! Jeff Pless gets loose. Gotta wonder if he's got that brake bias just dropped right out. As they head down through turn number 1, back down into 2 and 3. Looks like Gabe might be stopped. Leaders, Gabe slow on the backstretch, headed to the bus stop. Let those guys know what's going on. Yep, we are live, so Gabe's going to try and stay out of the way of these guys. Let them go around nice and easy and continue on. Yes, you're right. Savoy was loose. My bad, Diggs. My bad. Man, these guys are up quite a bit. Bowen is your third place car. He's 13 seconds back. And Diesel going way wide back there. Back to the battle for the lead. Savoy keeping it right about that 0.8 mark. Ron, I'm kind of shocked by that, quite honestly. Man, Savoy is You can see Phipps right there. But Savoy just really taking it easy. I think Savoy's plan is to hopefully save a set of tires in case he needs them, which is a smart play, right? Like, anytime you can save the tires and have something there for the end, it's always the right play. Let's see what else we've got going on around the track. I'm looking to see. Oh, we got Carter Nelson crashed again. Carter is slow on the backstretch, down low. Carter's car pretty beat up right now after a couple of spins. Savoy continuing to lead. Josh Brock. Oh my God! He just missed the corner as we were getting ready to check out the battle with him and Gary. That's rough. It doesn't look bad though. Brock, she looks good. Kevin Savoy continuing to lead though. And there's trash all the way through the last turn. There's Phipps. We got Gabe getting caught by Bowen and Diesel. Gabe way off on the outside there. Diesel trying to follow. And we've got Gary crashed out of the bus stop. Crownover's going to take him there. I was going to put Crownover up to 9th. Does Diesel have anything for the kid in front of him? We'll see. Then we've got Aiden. Ooh, Aiden was close to that wall. Take a look at Carter. I had him crashed again, so I'm not really sure what happened there, but the Denny Hamlin paint scheme not doing him any favors today. And Phipps has pulled it in pretty close. 0.7 off the back of Savoy. I think Savoy's got a pretty solid handle on it, though. Diggs, they might have. I think this is the closest Phipps been all day. 14 in. We should be seeing pit stops around 22 to 23. So still quite a bit of racing left, and then we've got about a 4 to 5 lap gap to that comp caution on 28. So I think it's a wise decision. Take fuel only and not have to worry about, making sure that the tires are warmed up for those 4 laps. It just doesn't make sense to me. As these two chase each other. I do see something interesting getting closer and closer. Jesse Bennell's starting to work his way through the pack again. He's not far off the back of Aiden Haller here. Only 2.5 back to Jesse, and Jesse is closing in. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as this kind of unfolds here. Back up front we go. Savoy wheeling the hell out of it. Bouncing every which way in and out of that bus stop. So I'm kind of I'm oh, we got Gabe crashed again. 'Cause it looks like Gabe spun out of turn one. Gabe spun out of turn one, guys. Be mindful. Gabe gets it back going. Tomorrow we'll have a new product in the building for me to start testing and tweaking and doing a review. You know, I've had these Moza SRP pedals for a very long time, about 3 years. And they recently started to give me some fits, and I think at this point we're gonna retire the old gal. We've got a new set of hydraulic pedals coming in, so we'll have those. Should be tomorrow afternoon, and I'm gonna start doing a video review of that and what my thoughts are and how well they help or hinder. I got Benel. Yep, Benel crashed again. Oh God, he looped her again. That is not a spot where you want to spin either. Yep, Carter backwards out of the S's. He's on the low side of it, trying to get it spun around right now. Hang on, Carter. You got Benel coming. Go. Man, Carter's car is just... Oh, dear God. That is just beat. That car is just beat as Savoy continues to lead. As they're catching the 11 of Carter. Carter's going to duck it out of the bus stop. And I do believe he finally towed it there. That was interesting. Bowen's still sitting in third. Diesel fourth. On board with Aiden for a second. Diggs, the hydraulic pedals are going to be, I think, very interesting. I'm very intrigued to try them out. Jeff Pless, after Benel spun, he's up to sixth. Eric Cap coming through the S's. He's seventh at the moment. And then you've got Jesse Benel right here. Jesse back rolling. He sits eighth. I know this is not the race Jesse was hoping for. And then we've got Crown over. He's ninth. Got Gary here sitting in 10th. He's going to go around Gabe here, I think, on the other side of the bus stop. They've got the leaders right behind them. Yep, so Kevin's going to go to the inside of Gary. Do it the smoothest and best way that he can. Gary doing the smart thing and not trying to hold these guys up at all. Oh, as Kevin gets a little bit of the grass, it gets a little twitchy there. Pip's going to get held up a little bit by Gary. Let's see if he can get by him clean. Gary's going to go to the outside. Oh, no. Gabe. Wow. Wow. I don't know how he didn't bounce back into the path of Andrew Phipps. But holy crap. That's let Savoy get out about 3 seconds right now. So he can kind of back it down, let it cruise a little bit. Since, like I said, we're gonna get that pit stop here at about 22-23 with that comp caution at 28. I've got Carter coming off of pit lane, still with a very beat up car, so that'll be interesting. Aiden on pit road for a scheduled stop. So Savoy leads across the line. Phipps at about 3.3. See him there just over the crest of the hill. We're on board with Kevin as he's catching Aiden Haller. Got Carter off track again. He is parked into that Armco barrier. Kevin trying to get around Aiden cleanly. The main thing is Diggs, and with the new bus stop turtles, it makes things a lot more interesting. The car tends to get very airborne, as we've seen out of Kevin so far tonight. So Savoy up 3.4 right now. We've got 30 to go. We should see, I would think Kevin's going to come down in the next 2 laps. Take just enough fuel to make it to the comp caution and then pit again pretty quickly, I would think. See Andrew Phipps coming through the S's. He's going to try and run down Kevin, but not really much need to at the moment. Let's check last lap times. I'm curious as to what these guys are running. So your top 2 are running 111s. Everybody else is in the 112s. That's crazy. Then we got Bowen all the way back here by the bus stop, and they're going into 7 and 8. He's got Diesel right there though. One move or one slip by Bowen, and Diesel's going to be up here in the booth and not Bowen. Looking to see when Kevin's going to go. He's down through turn number 1 now. He's actually extended to 4 seconds over Andrew Phipps. Waiting to hear the call from the 98 that he's coming to pit road. Let's go back here to Bowen. Yeah, he's giving her hell. Diesel is not letting Bowen go. He's right there. We just got the call. Kevin Savoy is coming to pit road. 48 coming as well. Diesel Weasel gonna pit, as well as Bowen. So your entire top 4 coming to pit road. Gary's gonna get a lap back here. Looks like Josh Brock as well. See if he takes tires. I don't think he will. Oh, he is. He's gonna burn a set here. I think Diesel underrates himself sometimes. Jesse Bedell coming to pit road this time. We'll see if Jeff Pless and the gang. Jeff's gonna keep rolling. No, and that's going to be Gabe's night. He's got engine damage, he says. So it's Gabe, Carter, and Dustin already out of this race. I still don't know what happened to Dustin because he only made like 3 laps in total. So What's going on, Martin? Good luck in your Draft Masters endeavors, sir. I tend to fare very poorly. Well, let's see what else we got. Bless sits third. Eric Cap is fourth. These guys are going to have to go to pit road here, I would think, pretty soon. Jeff's going to stay out another lap, it looks like. No. Nope, he's coming to pit road. Let's see if Eric Cap comes with him. Eric going to stay out. I don't blame you, Carter. That's a terrible idea. As here comes Bone and Diesel. Diesel's gonna try and keep him as honest as he can. My God, for like the 9 millionth time, I'm getting stuffy as I call a race. Really, really irritating. Go back up to Savoy and Phipps. Savoy up 2.3 right now. See, I think Savoy really shines when the tires start to get worn. I think once the car starts to get really loose, that's where you find out where his expertise comes in. As we're getting very close to that caution, about 4 more laps to that caution. So. Let's see who else we got battling around this track. It's like Crownover and Freeman. Gary not far off of them. Okay, Gary's on old tires, so Crownover just passed him on freshies. So here comes Kevin Savoy. Keep in mind, gentlemen, caution coming in 3 laps. Oh, yes, as Corn has so graciously reminded me, the LRN 500 happens in 2 days. Tomorrow will be your last day. Or I'm sorry, 4 days actually. Tomorrow will be your last day to sign up for it, as qualifying starts on Friday. So if you want to get in, you want to do that race, there is a link in this chat that will take you to the Legends Racing Network Discord. That's where we're hosting the event out of, and we'll have it all broadcast here on Sunday. So you're not going to want to miss that. 87's at Smooth Daytona. Beginning of 28, so let me know when you're coming to it. Because you should be coming to 26, is that correct? The blue wrenches. I will get you a caution here as soon as you hit the line. All right, we're going to throw that caution here. Yes, Diggs, they are for the mods. All right, so we gotta do a little bit of work here for just a second. Throw out a caution for these boys. As Savoy's going to lead down into 7 and 8 here. We'll get the caution here in just a second. He's getting ready to come to the line. There's their caution. I don't think I could have got that any better. Alrighty. Well, these guys are going to bunch back up here. Just so everybody's aware, pace car will be top of the S's currently heading for the bus stop. I'm going to go find me a drink while these guys pace around, so I will be back here in just a minute, folks. All right. For some reason, I've got Jeff Plus crashed. That's weird. A little bit of damage right in front of that car. But I anticipate all these guys to pit again. More than likely. At least for fuel. It looks like everybody is actually caught up fairly quickly. We got a few guys gonna take wave rounds, it looks like. Justin Bennell getting the lucky dog. Josh Brock. First car a lap down, so he may try to get the wave around here based on where he pit. And race off of pit road. Kevin Savoy gonna take it with Bowen in second. Oh, Phipps just burned his last set of tires. That's rough. Yep, so Phipps is going to have burned his set here. So it looks like I think JB's going to stay out, take that wave around. So we'll see here in just a second. Looks like Carter's got everything fixed on his car. We can hopefully still make up some ground and some points. He's got a few laps before he passes Gabe. And then he's got about 10 up to gear. crossing the line. Yep, Josh gonna get the wave around. So he'll blow through the pace car there, and he'll try and get that thing back around in time for the start. And like I say, we got Kevin Savoy to the inside. He is your control car, is the leader. So it's flip-flop from ovals. So we've got Bowen to his outside. Couple more turns here. We'll get this thing kicked back off. It's kind of funny. The pace car's way off to the side of the track, and these guys aren't even following it. Alrighty. Pace car's off. Savoy gonna hold him. And we're off. He's trying to get away from Phipps as fast as he can. Even Diesel with a good line there into turn number 1. Diesel gonna try and stay with Kevin if he can. Everybody up through the S is fairly clean. See if we can get through the bus stop. We do, they nail it. With Phipps marred back in 6th place, that's going to let a lot of things happen, I'll tell you that. Phipps is going to have to cleanly drive through the field. You see Eaton Haller getting a little wide there out of turn, or out of the carousel, I should say. Kevin up 0.8 over Diesel. Diesel holding second right now, so Diesel with one heck of a pit stop. Two by two back there by Bowen and Crownover. Ooh, Crownover gets the back of him a little bit. Crownover trying to get after him. You hear that car gets a little on the light side up over the hill, almost like the springs are a little too stiff. Side by side the bus stop. He gives Phipps the corner. Phipps gonna make it through. Oh wow, Crownover. Whoa! Just misses Jesse Bedell. That was close. Kevin's already pulled out 1.9 over Diesel. So everybody chasing the Dogecoin car. Diesel running second, Aiden's in third. Diesel in a really good spot right now with 18 laps to go. Man, Aiden getting really close to that Armco barrier trying to run down Diesel. Phipps has gotten around Bo, and he's going to set his sights on Aiden Haller. See if he can run him down. See, oh, Aiden Haller off. That's going to make it easy for Phipps to get around him. Now he's just got to go after Diesel Weasel. Man, Aiden is just over sending the corners like you would not believe. Clean through 7 and 8. Looking at it at the line, Phipps about 5.4 back. He is closing on Diesel. You got Josh Brock with an off track, but it looks like he got everything rolling again. Kevin Savoy, meanwhile, up 4.5. That's wild. Let's go back to Phipps. Phipps all over the backside of Diesel Weasel. He's going to try to go to work on him pretty quickly, see if he can't start to run down Kevin Savoy. He's got to get around Diesel pretty quickly. They've pulled back in a little bit, but then Kevin pulls right back out. Because it's a dogfight for second place right now. Go off the nose of Phipps's machine. Gonna try and make it into the bus stop. Diesel doesn't flinch though. He's everywhere Phipps wants to be. Kevin's already pulled out another second. Diesel still leads Phipps. We head down into 6. I think Phipps is going to get it right here. He does. Aiden wants a piece of this pie too. Aiden underneath him. Aiden going to dive it into turn number 1 as he tries to follow Phipps back towards Savoy. And we got Mr. Pinnell joining this conversation now. He's going to try and go after Aiden. Down the back stretch into the bus stop. See if Pinnell can force him into a mistake here. It's a 3-way battle for this last podium position. Diesel holds it very nicely. Aiden trying to get there. Aiden up the inside of Diesel. I don't think he can hold it from the inside. Nope, Diesel gonna let him have it. He's a little tap on the bumper on his way by. Phipps starts to set sail. He's already got Kevin down to 6.7, but knowing Kevin with 14 laps to go, he's already looking at the amount of time he's up, thinking, I don't need to push that hard. So leech off a little bit of that time, let them push, let them think they're catching, and then just continue to push. And Aiden's around in the bus stop. Ooh! Hard hit. Diesel crashed as well. We'll roll this back so we can see what happens. Sounds like Benel tried to check up. Oh! They don't hit anything, so that's a good thing. But, yeah, wild three-way crash there, and that puts Diesel all the way back to 8th right now. So you got Savoy out in front. Phipps sits second. Oop. Bowen sits third now with Crown over 4th and Benel 5th. You've got Aiden Haller, Jeff Pless, and Diesel. Oh, and Gary gets wildly loose. Pless just putting on a clinic. Back to the fight at hand. 6-2 back to Phipps. You see him back there just coming out of turn number 8. What else we got going on? Gary's off track, back on track. Josh Brock has gotten around Gary. Eric Cap a little bit further back. Diesel trying to run down Jeff Pless after that spin. Yeah, Diggs, the Hendrick cars are starting to hook back up. Like I said, we've got Savoy out in front. He's looking to put Carter another lap back down with 12 laps to go. Then we got Phipps, Bowen, Crownover, and Benel. Aiden's still right there. A little bit of nose damage on that car. We'll see how that affects it a little bit later, as it looks like Jeff Pless is starting to kind of pull in on Aiden Haller. And Diesel is right there with them both. So looking to see. Carter was way offline. Crownover's pulled a little bit of distance on Jesse. What happened to Bowen? I've got him on pit road. Oh no! That's gonna end Bowen's race. Yeah, so Bowen on pit road. That car is dead. Yeah, so now you've got the 3 Hendrick cars all in a line in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Barring a spin from one of them. I think Savoy just put more time on Phipps. 10 laps to go. Yeah, he's up almost 7 seconds over this man, Andrew Phipps. Phipps, our most winning driver of the regular season. And then you've got Crownover sitting here in 3rd. He's going to have to go around the lap car of Carter Nelson, more likely on the back stretch here as we get to the top of the S's. Yep, Carter going to just pull right over, slow right down, and you got Benell coming behind him. Benell about to go around Carter as they dive into the bus stop. That's pretty much what I'm thinking, Diggs. With no cautions from here on out, obviously, then just cruise and hang out. I got plus, whoa. Plus with a hard hit, it looks like. Oh no, Jeff caught the wall. I don't know if that's going to continue to be drivable. He's pretty beat up though, as he's trying to bring it around. It looks like he's going to take it to pit road. Oh, it doesn't even want to turn. I don't know if the right front's disconnected or connected. I can't tell. That's a rough one. That's going to give 5th place to Aiden Haller. Now Diesel's got to pull in Aiden. If he can get to Aiden, that'll give him a top 5. I think he's got it in him. I think Diesel can do it. Let's check some last lap times, shall we? Savoy running 110s to 111s for everybody else in the top 5. Then you got Aiden at a 112. Diesel is running faster than Aiden. At least he did the last time by. We'll see what happens this time by. Aiden with a 112.3. Diesel with a 112.2 again. So still faster. So Kevin out 8-9. My God. At this point, I'm just thinking he's hot lapping. Either that or Phipps has had a little bit of issue, but I don't see that out of Phipps. So we've got Crownover 3rd. Benell closing in on Crownover. Aiden Haller sitting back here. Ooh, Aiden getting loose. He is overdriving them rears. That is going to let Diesel really close in there. He's got him down to 1.7. Oh, 100% Diggs. 100%. Kevin's probably one of the best road racers I've seen. Diesel's starting to track down Aiden, though. He's almost got him down to 0.8. I think this is going to be a good battle to watch. Then you got Savoy and Crownover. Or I'm not Savoy and Crownover, but Crownover and Benell, and then, like I said, the Aiden and Diesel show here. Diesel is all over him. Not too bad. As Aiden grabs the wall. Aiden is getting very twitchy, so I gotta wonder if he hasn't burned those tires up. Looking at the times, Diesel's got him under almost under a half a second right now. And we got to remember too, Aiden's got that big dent out in front, so that's going to make a difference as well. Can Diesel pressure him into a mistake? I got Carter spun out of turn number 1. Back to Aiden and Diesel, those. These guys are the closest on track at the moment. Down to 0.3. Diesel going to keep it up on the track. Aiden going to swing it out. That is going to open some things up for Aiden for a minute, but Diesel's going to come right back on him. Oh, Diesel's going to try and get a better drive out of the bottom. He's all over the back bumper right now. He'll let Aiden gap just a little bit. See if he can't get him to overdrive it. I got to wonder if at some point, I mean, Aiden's pushed it pretty hard. Does he wind up losing it soon? Diesel's going to try and take it to the outside. I think Diesel's got more speed than Aiden right now. Diesel going to send it around the corner a lot deeper this time. He keeps getting close, but he's got to be, I think he's going to have to do it going down into 1. I think that's the only place where you're going to be able to really pull it off, unless you can get alongside right about the S's. We'll check out the Crown over Benell battle really quick. That's heating up as well. See if Diesel can get him here at the top of the S's. Diesel's got his draft again. He's going to try and swing it to the outside one more time. He's got to get Aiden to brake early. And Aiden controls the bus stop. Aiden missing the bus stop. Can Diesel get underneath him? This is the closest they've been out of the bus stop. Oh, Diesel's going to pull alongside, going down into 6. To the inside. Aiden going to pinch him. This is going to set up Diesel really nicely. Aiden grabs the apron. He tries to power out. I think Diesel's got the nicer tires, and Diesel gets away with it. Down into turn 1. Aiden's going to dive bomb him. Diesel's going to have the better line out. My God, this is racing. Aiden goes wide. Diesel clears him, and away he goes. I think you're going to see Diesel start to pull away pretty good now. Yep, Diesel going to hang on. It does look like Benell got around Crown over. 2 laps to go. It's all this man, though. He's 13 seconds up over Andrew Phipps. That is wild. This guy has put on an absolute clinic today. I mean, we all joked about it in the Discord earlier this week anyways, that you know, Kevin was going to kind of drive away with it, shall we say. And he's done just that. Hell of a job of hanging on to it, as we're going to come out of the last corner with 1 more lap to go. It kind of makes you want to take lessons from the man. Kevin Savoy crossing the line for the white flag. All he's got to do is make it through the bus stop, really, and once we do that, he's just got to ease her for home. Man, Kevin, you got really close to that wall, buddy. Out of the carousel, down into turn number 7 for the final time. And all he's got to do, ladies and gentlemen, is make it out of the last turn, and Kevin Savoy is going to head towards home and the checkered flag. And he didn't even back it off. He did a 10-3 the lap before. He did a 10-4 there. See what else is going on around the track. Phipps going to come home second. Benell, Crown over, they're gapped out pretty good. Diesel looks like he's left Aiden in the dust. Eric Cap, very, very distant to Aiden. So we'll let these guys kind of finish up, and then we'll have your results up here very shortly. But definitely a clean race tonight. I'm just waiting to see our results go live. We've got a couple of guys still finishing up. Carter's got to cross the line, I do believe. That was a damn good race, I will say that. All right, now we've got some results we can pull up. And we'll get the race results, not the practice results, because those don't matter. Kevin Savoy walks away the winner today. Andrew Phipps going to come home in second. Jesse Benell third. Anthony Crownover fourth. Diesel Weasel fifth. Aiden Haller sixth. Eric Cap was seventh. Josh Brock was eighth. Gary Freeman ninth. Jeff Plessis 10th. Jacob Bowen 11th. Carter Nelson 12th. Gabe Griffin is 13th. And Dustin Haynes 14th. As we wait for our winner to get into the interview waiting room here. You know, this is probably one of the funnest road courses on the service, in my opinion. Although I'm partial to Willow Springs just a little bit, but you know, we saw a lot of good racing today. It was clean too. I mean, we saw that great battle between Diesel and Aiden. I don't even think one of them put a bumper on any of them, which was cool. So you like to see the good old positioning finish, if you will. Grab this because we're going to use that here shortly as we wait for Kevin Savoy to get over to the interview waiting room. But all in all, a great way to end the chase, or end the race, or the season before we get to the chase, I should say. So Kevin going to park it on the start-finish line now. We'll see if we can't get him in here for an interview. There he is. All right, let's get him in here. The man that we said was going to walk away with it this week does just that. 13 seconds, Kevin. That's pretty commanding, bud.
Yeah, the guys I was with said I should howl when I got in the room. So. No, man, that was a great race, nice and consistent. Able to do some great laps. Andrew was right there with me in the first stint, and was holding a little bit back just to make sure decent on fuel and stuff like that. But
right,
yeah, once the second stint started, after the yellow, I picked up the pace a bit.
Well, and I feel like you got a little bit of a godsend with Phipps winding up taking the tires, and he gets mired back in the pack a little bit. So while he's sitting there, we watch you just drive away into the sunset.
Yeah, it helped ease the pressure a bit. I know he had to work a lot harder to get by those guys and probably hurt his front tires a bit more. So that gave me a better chance. But once I hit my groove in the last stint, it felt pretty good.
Yeah, like I saw the lap times drop considerably in that second stint. I'm like, okay, that tells me you were holding back quite a bit early just to kind of feel out what it's doing. You know, how are the tires going to last? And then, you know, as Phipps got around everybody else, you just seemed to pour the coals on.
Yeah, the first stint that was just making sure the tires would last. And when I saw how good they were, even at the end of the stint, I knew I could probably push it more. And so that's what the last stint was just making sure I had enough fuel. Wasn't sure. I was pretty sure I was going to be able to get it to 22 relatively easy,
Right.
but I didn't know if I needed to lift a bit more or I could push the whole way, and ended up I could push the whole way. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, commanding win tonight. Like I said, 13 seconds over Andrew Phipps. So congrats on the win. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before I let you go for the night?
Thanks for you for the broadcast. Thanks for everyone running the Throwback series. Everyone in the Carter Nielsen channel, Carter, Diesel, Gary, Jacob. Yeah, I hated that a few of our guys had a bad night. I think Jacob missed a braking spot and killed his car, and
Yep.
Carter had a few spins and had some issues, but good decent run. Yeah, Diesel got caught up and he was looking for a top 3, and it was looking really good until that happened. But sucks, but we'll go on for next week.
Yep, I hear you. Well, congrats on the win tonight, Kevin. We'll let you go, and hopefully we can talk to you again next week.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. Good night.
That's your winner. All right, we're gonna grab second place, Andrew Phipps. Andrew, you had a chance. It looked like early on. We get to the comp caution, and unfortunately, you forgot to check the tires off.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. I was just cruising behind Kevin. We were just saving tires so we'd have good ones when it was time to go back racing, and I don't know, wasn't paying attention. All of a sudden the car jacks up and I go, oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
I heard you on the radio, and I'm like, oh no, this is either gonna help or it's gonna hurt. I figured
No, it wasn't gonna help.
I was gonna say, because all those, you wound up, I think it was like what, 4th or 5th on that restart.
Yeah, and then I went down into turn 1 and my lane didn't go. They all kind of bobbled up and the whole world went by me. then I'm back there and dead last. So
yeah, it looked like
Kevin was checked out.
It looked like you had dynamite for a little bit there to dig that hole, but
yeah, that's okay. At least I got to race and have a good time coming back up through the field.
Well,
I made that whole race with a 0x, so I'm very happy about that.
You can't complain about that, especially around here. You kept it, like I said, you kept it interesting for the first half of the race, which I think we thought we were going to see a little bit more of that. And then when I saw where you were at on the restart, I was thinking, man, he's got to be kicking himself right now, because this can only end one of two ways.
Well, in all reality, I could put pressure on him there in the beginning. I almost killed him getting into one of the last corners, lost some ground, and then I was actually catching back up. And then we got to a lap car that I think there was 2 lap cars that were running side by side, and I just got to sit and wait. And then Kevin was gone. And then once he had a big lead, I knew there was a comp caution was coming. So it just go into just survive mode, just kind of cruise and lay laps down.
I think you had Gary, and I think it was Gabe, and Gabe was in the wrecked car. So at that point, you've got to kind of just wait, because everybody's trying to go around him at that point.
Yeah, I'm not going to go up there and cause an accident. You know, it would be really stupid of me. So those guys have every right to be racing too. So I just wait for him a couple corners, and then when I got clear, Kevin was gone. I said, all right. It was really funny. He was you can tell when he's saving and when he's not, and then all of a sudden he'll lay down a really fast one. I can see it on my on my overlay.
Yep.
I go, geez, or 10-2. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. I looked at that.
You
Like,
gotta,
holy crap.
you got a 10-second lead, bud. I think I just for fun, I ran it hard on the last lap, and I think I was less than a tenth off my fast lap of the race on the last lap of the race. But if I do that for 50 laps, I'll probably crash. So I I really just need to just bring it home in one piece at this point.
Yeah, your last lap was a 1:10.64. Your best lap was a 1:10.57. So you were very close.
Yeah, I just wanted to show him that I could still do it. I'm still 2/10 off of him, but I'm not 10 seconds back slow.
Yeah. Well,
I don't get to road race very often, but when I do, it's really fun, and I have a great time doing it. I should do it more.
I'm kind of with you. I enjoy road racing when I get time to do it, but I'm so busy with all the oval stuff. It's like, if I just did this more, I'd probably be better at it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Every time I tell myself I should start doing road, and then I go look at the road schedule, and then I'd have to buy all these tracks, and I'm like, and then I have to spend all night learning these new tracks. I'll just go back to my oval stuff. It's pretty simple.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, second place on the night tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Congrats to Kevin on a great job. He didn't even have to practice and still whooped us, but we knew it was coming. We were ready for it, and all these guys for showing up. I mean, this is really hard to put these cars on road courses, and the boys showed up and did the best they could. So
very true.
Thanks for being here, and we can try and put on a decent show. Thanks to the league and all my teammates. Appreciate them.
Well, and you get to go into the chase with the points lead, if I'm correct.
Yep. Now it's time to elbows up and stop being real, just careful and stuff. I need to start
get
leading laps.
Yep.
And putting down some wins. So
I hear
that's the goal.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll let you go, and hopefully we can talk to you again next week for first round of the chase.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.
Yep. Andrew Phipps, everybody. And now we got the man that he spun it twice, I think, and still comes home to take third place. Jesse, walk me through a little bit of the craziness that was your night. I think we got him here. Jesse, we got you?
Can you hear me?
There we are.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I would say probably spinning it out twice on my own off of one to start. 40-second speeding penalty coming into the pits on the first stop. Then there's a little dust up in the chicane. I had to stop for with diesel. Thank God for the competition caution. It's the only thing that saved me tonight.
Well, and I distinctly remember the one out of one because we saw you loop it, and then you went to get going again, and it looped again, and I'm like, this is just not going to be a fun night. And then for you to come back and finish third, especially after the whole deal in the bus stop, pretty impressive night.
Yeah, it really was. I had a couple goals. It was keep it on the racetrack, don't spin out, and finish in the top three. But at least we got the last goal, finish in the top three. I did everything else wrong, but we'll take it. It was a good night, about as good as we could do on a road course. Congrats to Kevin and Phipps. They were the class of the field, so they ended up where they should have. So excited to start the chase.
I was going to say that now you get a little bit of a fresh start after kind of a rough start to the start of the season. Yes, you're kind of in a little bit of a hole to the lead, but it's a lot more attainable, I feel like, at this point.
Yeah. I think I'm in an okay spot. I don't think I'm as good as where I wanted to be going into this deal, but I'm still right there. Anything can happen. I've got some good racetracks coming up, so I'm looking forward to it.
I like it. Well, third on the night tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before I let you go?
Yep. I want to say hi to my mom. Hi to my wife, Amanda. I want to say thanks to the guys for putting on the league. Y'all for putting on a great show. Can't wait to go watch all my mistakes, and we'll see you next week.
All righty, Jesse. Have a good one, bud.
You too, buddy. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Jesse Bennell, everybody. Well, that's it for us up here in the booth. I should be back. My guess is Friday night. We're going to have, the WNIS. I'm going to spend, like I said, tomorrow night. I'm going to be hiding. We're going to be putting together some pedals, and hopefully have a video review for you guys comparing those Symagic pedals with my my current budget. I call them budget Moza pedals. So that'll be kind of a cool thing. But on that note, everybody, we're going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys all Friday. And until then, have a good rest of the week.